Premier League Fulham vs Nottingham Forest prediction, team news, lineups preview. Seeking to strengthen their grip on a top-4 finish in the Premier League, Nottingham Forest travel to Craven Cottage to face fellow European hopefuls Fulham on Saturday afternoon. The Cottagers will be looking to complete their second league double over the Tricky Trees in 3 seasons after winning the reverse fixture 1-0 at the City Ground in September last year. Match preview. Fulham have enjoyed the month of February thus far, as they have celebrated 2-1 away victories against Newcastle United in the Premier League and Wigan Athletic in the 4th round of the FA Cup, beating the latter last weekend. A brace from Rodrigo Muniz helped a much-changed Cottagers outfit edge past their League One counterparts and set up a 5th-round tie with Manchester United at Old Trafford on March 1st. Before then, Marco Silva's side will shift their attention to 3 consecutive Premier League fixtures against Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Fulham currently sit 9th in the top-flight table and are still harboring realistic aspirations of securing European football for next season, as they are only 4 points behind the top 7, 5 points behind the top 5 and 7 points adrift of the top 4 with 14 games still remaining. The Cottagers will ideally need to improve their home form if they wish to remain in the European mix, as they have only won one of their last 7 league matches at Craven Cottage, including frustrating draws with relegation-threatened Southampton 0-0 and Ipswich Town 2-2. There is reason for Fulham to be confident of success on Saturday, though, as they have won 4 of their last 5 Premier League meetings with Nottingham Forest, including their last 2 at home by an aggregate score of 7-0. Aside from their heavy 5-0 defeat at Bournemouth at the end of last month, Nottingham Forest have been in fantastic form over the last 10 weeks, winning 8 of their last 10 Premier League matches as well as 2 FA Cup ties, scoring 2 or more goals on 9 of those occasions. The Tricky Trees followed up their memorable 7-0 top-flight demolition of Brighton Hove Albion with a 4-2 penalty shootout victory over League One outfit Exeter City in the 4th round of the FA Cup last weekend, following a 2-2 draw in 120 minutes. Before taking on Ipswich Town in the 5th round, Nuno Espirito Santo's side will prepare for 3 successive Premier League fixtures against Fulham, Newcastle and Arsenal, with Forest hoping to consolidate their place in the top 4 and potentially extend their 6-point advantage over both Man City and Newcastle in 5th and 6th respectively. Forest boast one of the best defenses in the Premier League this season, as they have conceded the 3rd fewest goals 27 and have kept the joint most clean sheets 10 along with Liverpool, 6 more than they managed in the whole of last season. 5 of Forest's 10 clean sheets have been kept in their last 8 fixtures. The Tricky Trees may find it difficult to keep out Fulham on Saturday, though, as they have lost 9 of their last 12 league meetings with the Cottagers and have conceded in 13 of their last 14 matches over the last 9 years. Team news. Fulham winger Reiss Nelson has suffered a setback in his recovery from a thigh problem and remains on the sidelines with Kenny Tetney and Harry Wilson fractured foot. Raul Jimenez is Fulham's top scorer this season with 11 goals in all competitions, including 8 on home soil, and he will be pushing to return up front, although Muniz has given Silva something to think about after netting a brace against Wigan last time out. Willian rejoined the Cottagers on a free transfer earlier this month and is in contention to feature in some capacity this weekend, although both Adama Traore and Alex Iwobi are set to get the nod on the flanks, with Emile Smith-Rowe returning in a central attacking role. As for Nottingham Forest, backup goalkeeper Carlos Miguel hamstring and striker Taiwo Awoniyi concussion/broken nose were both forced off with injuries in midweek, and while the former has been ruled out, the latter is doubtful. Callum Hudson-Odoi has returned to training and could be involved against Fulham after missing the last 3 games with a groin problem. While there is also hope that defender Murillo will have shaken off a dead leg in time to play on Saturday. Ola Aina, Nikola Milinkovic, Nico Williams, and possibly Morato are all poised to return in defense. And Elliot Anderson is set to be recalled in midfield, while Morgan Gibbs-White and Anthony Elanga could both link up in attack with top scorer Chris Wood, who scored a hat-trick against Brighton last time out to take his impressive goal tally for the season to 17 in the Premier League. Fulham possible starting lineup: Leno, Castaigne, Anderson, Bassi, Robinson, Lukic, Berga, Traore, Smith-Rowe, Iwobi, Jimenez. Nottingham Forest possible starting lineup: Sales, Morato, Milinkovic, Murillo, Aina, Anderson, Danilo, Williams, Gibbs-White, Elanga, Wood. We say, Fulham 1-1, Nottingham Forest. Fulham have struggled to grind out victories on home soil in recent weeks. But their impressive record against Nottingham Forest will give them hope of collecting 3 valuable points this weekend. However, the Tricky Trees boast the second-best away record in the division, and it is difficult to back against the likes of Wood, Elanga and Gibbs-White making their mark in the final third. With that in mind, a share of spoils could be on the cards this time around. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.